Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm a man, and as a man, I should be very annoyed by the Gillette advert. And you goddamn right I am! Okay, real talk for a second. I haven't even properly watched it yet, so what we're going to do today is I am going to watch it, and I'm going to kind of do a bit of the live commentary, see what I think. I've kind of already got a bit of a view on it. I mean, this video is literally called The Gillette Advert is Toss. So, well, yeah, let's have a look. This is probably going to upset a couple of people, but I don't really care. I don't really tend to talk about any kind of political or social beliefs much, because quite frankly, it's normally stuff I'm just not very interested in. But the Gillette advert is a very big trending topic at the minute, so I thought I might as well jump on the bandwagon and maybe discuss it from, I don't know, maybe more of a central point, because you do get like the far right and the far left who are very opposite, and I like to think I'm hopefully somewhere in between. So yeah, we'll see. So then, let's get a picture-in-picture on the go, and it's only about 1 minute 48, so this shouldn't be particularly long. Okay, so first up, they're talking a lot about bullying, and I mean, what I hear a lot about this is it's about like people that are against the advert say it's a lot of attacking men, and from that perspective, I mean, it is focused on men, and it's all about bullying so far, and bullying isn't something that is just men. In fact, a lot of bullying is done by women to other women, so it's kind of odd at the minute. Like, it's almost like one side of a coin and we're just not seeing the other one. Like, if they released a second advert which was the same sort of thing but for women, totally different ball game. But yeah, so far, I don't know, it's nice and cinematic, I do appreciate that. Does kind of have like a film student kind of vibe to it, but oh well, it's an advert.
We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long.
There was a clip just there, and it looked like a husband touching his wife's bum, and I guess they're implying that that's a bad thing. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. Husband and wife. I mean, if they are husband and wife, that is. Like, if that was like in a restaurant, that's hugely inappropriate, and you don't treat women that way. But if that's the way your relationship is, like I had relationships where it was just like that. I like slap someone's bum, and it's nice, and it's just what you do. I don't know. Maybe I'm outdated in that thinking.
We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy? What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
That bit was interesting, because in the office, I've never been in like an office situation, so I don't know how much that happens, but a lot of people are saying that that's all about mansplaining, and I mean, yeah, it can come across like that, but you don't know what she said beforehand. Maybe she was fumbling her words, or like, men can do that to women, women can do that to men. Like, sometimes it's nice to get like a little brief explanation of something that was complex. Like, I know in this situation it's coming across as what they call mansplaining, which is bollocks in itself. But a lot of context goes into these situations, and it's a lot of stuff this advert misses out. So she could have actually, what she said might not have made sense, and something a man says might not make sense, and then a woman can interject and say, this is what she was trying to say. I mean, it's just what people are like. I don't know. I'm going to take it back a bit, because I know this bit I want to talk about.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
That's one of my favourite things. Like, the man does the barbecue, and I don't care if people think that's sexist, but it's just, I don't know why I like that so much. We have a barbecue, it's my barbecue. When we had a barbecue, I did all the cooking, my mate Adi also did all the cooking. But yeah, and then the boys fighting, just boys fight. I remember doing it with my brother when we were younger. I don't think it's toxic behaviour. Boys fight. You have to remember that, like, people try to act like humans aren't just like every other animal on Earth. Every animal fights. Humans are just more advanced animals, I guess, and we like to think that we're something more, but at the end of the day, humans, they eat, they sleep, they and they fight. That's pretty much it, and every single living thing on Earth does the same. Let's carry on.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says he's
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing.
This bit is fair enough. I don't ever believe you should treat anyone like that. That's just being a complete tool. Like, I believe in being a gentleman, treat women with respect, and that's just not how I was raised to treat women anyway. So I think those people are assholes, but I don't think it's indicative of males in general. I think you get some people like that, and you get women that are right bitches, but I don't think it's like this whole, the best a man can get, be better. I'm like, we're not all like that, so...
Act the right way.
Like, what kind of douchebag does that?
Some
Just goes
already
after a
are.
girl in the street. What an asshole.
In ways big
Yo, men, we're acting like we all shaking.
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
I mean, you do break up kids when they fight. Like, you kind of have to. But you don't act like it's just, I don't know, kids just fight. Those boys would be fighting straight away after. It's like, it's fun. It's not this, like, horrible thing, unless they were doing it, like, maliciously. But they look like they were 4 or 5 years old. They're not fighting because they hate each other, really. They're just fighting because they want to fight.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys
Did you see that? When he broke them up from the fight, the kid is smiling. Where are they? Let's
Because the
no, not that kid.
boys
Like,
watching
oh god,
today.
I've broken it.
It's not how we treat each other, okay?
Okay, maybe he wasn't smiling. I might have imagined that, but he doesn't really look like he's that much in distress. And this could just be an older brother and a younger brother. It's just kind of what they do. This kid in the background's having a great time.
Okay. Okay.
because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Gingers don't have souls. That's the advert that everyone's getting so annoyed over. I think, if anything, it's a bit heavy-handed. It's very one-sided. I don't know who they're advertising to. I mean, I get why some people would feel like it's attacking men, and to an extent I can see that, but I just think it's not a very good advert. Like, yeah, they act like bullying and fighting is something men do. Some of the worst blooming fighters are women, like ripping each other's hair out, scratching, and yeah, it's all very one-sided. I mean, I can't really say much more than that about it. It's not even really, it's just not even much there, really. So this section we've got here is all about sexual harassment allegations and all that kind of stuff. Fair enough. All that stuff is abhorrent. You can't justify that in any way. That's not attacking men, that's attacking the men that do that. And you do need to make that differentiation. You can't say, oh, men are rapists. I'm like, no, some men are rapists. Not all. Like, the majority are not. This bit is quite interesting to me, the barbecue bit, because all of these look like blokes to me. Like, they just look like your stereotypical dads and that. And then we get to the section when they're talking about, like, what we should be. And I don't know whether it's the way it's shot, but they're not they're not stereotypical blokes. They're like what people want men to be these days. It's kind of strange. I don't see a problem with men being like the barbecue dad blokes, like those guys. I mean, I'm gonna be like that when I'm older, no doubt. Hopefully not quite as chubby as some of these guys. Although, at this rate, I probably will be. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's just because these guys are younger. Maybe that's why I think like that. Because they just, yeah, they haven't quite matured to the stage where the others are. This guy's literally still got a zit on his face. Is that bullying? I think I'm already breaking what this advert's trying to make me. Terry Crews, man's man, absolute monster. Have you seen his muscles? And yeah, like, he's in this. There's no issue there, is there? So there's nothing wrong with masculine men, according to this advert. I think they're painting him in a good light. It is just kind of directed at those people that are the arseholes. And you get arseholes everywhere, men and women. This bit is quite interesting. She is a very attractive woman. And the way he reacts is not how you should react, basically. Like, he's doing it like a right douche. But I don't think there is really anything wrong with approaching a woman, because that's kind of how human beings work. It's how you make relationships. You approach people and talk to them. He does it in a real asshole way. But I don't think a normal person would do it like that. Like, honestly, I don't really think that's wrong. If you approached her, like, politely and nice and introduce yourself and maybe, like, ask for her number, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I don't know, maybe some people say, oh, that's harassment. You can't even talk to a woman without you talking to them first. And there are people like that, and they piss me right off. This kid is, like, super photogenic. He can literally have a career as a child actor. Good choice. And then we've already talked about the ginger kid having no soul. So there we go. That was the Gillette advert. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. It doesn't offend me. I do think it's a bit tossy. Mainly because it's very heavy-handed, very one-sided. I mean, Gillette do sell women's products, so let's see a female version of this. God damn it. But yeah, I don't really care.